What's up guys? Today we got another unboxing. First, if I can open the box, we got a Focal subwoofer. This guy here is the Focal 1000. Yeah, it's a little heavier than I thought. So weight-wise for this, not crazy heavy, but it's 47 pounds for this guy. So the grill is not magnetic. It's got little push pins right there, little push pin connectors. This is their new flex cone woofer. This is 12 inches, lighter material than what they had previously, which was the W series. The flex series is supposed to be lighter and stiffer, so that should give us a nice quick transient responses. We'll have to definitely be testing that out. It's got a kind of a two-tone grill, gloss finish on the front baffle, Focal logo up top. Knuckle test. Around back, we have got a 1000 watt amplifier, bash amplifier. We've got your power on, off, or auto and on. Volume control knob, crossover from 40 to 160 hertz. Phase from 0 or 180 degrees. It's not variable, so it's one or the other. Then you got your line ins, your LFE on the bottom, and then your left and your right. No XLRs on this guy. Then you got your main power switch, and then your power inlet. I got two of these in, so definitely get these set up. For listening, I'll be hooking up the Focals to my Trinnov processor, and a Kaleidescape will be used to play back demos. I'm going to be placing one of the subwoofers in the right front corner of my room and the other in the opposite rear corner. This will give me the best response for my space. We're going to kick this off with Fury since it's one of the hardest hitting mixes out there around the 35 to 40 hertz range. It's got machine guns and tanks trying to blow each other up, so it's got a lot of bass.
Ceasefire, target destroyed. Fire! Who's got a gun? Who's got eyes on it? What's that? Eyes up, everybody. Fire! I don't see shit. Got it! That's a 10. 18, first right.
The Focals can definitely bang. They're quick and punchy and gave me that tactile kick I've come to expect when I'm listening to this movie. If I had to compare it to another 12-incher, I'd say it hits like the Rel HT1205s, with a little more extension or overhang in the background. I could hear and feel the tanks driving across the ground, and they did a great job of adding that extra bit of extended atmosphere. Next, we're going to go a little lower. If you want some monstrous bass, you're going to want to check out Monster Hunter. This movie rumbles deep from 20 to 30 hertz.
On that 6! What the hell is that?
Link, back in the vehicle! Yes, dealer, move, move, move!
These subs might not look too special, but they can really dig surprisingly low. The part when Diablo starts to make his appearance under the sand got my seats shaking really hard. I was actually kind of worried for my downstairs neighbor. These have got that big booming presence down low that moves a fair amount of air and pressurized my space really great. But I will say that I noticed a little mushiness to the bottom end where I could hear the bass waffle a bit, but I didn't think it was going to self-destruct or anything. And finally, let's see if these little guys can belt out some infrasonics. Yeah, I know, they're only rated down to 24 Hz, but I gotta do it anyways. It's time for some Edge of Tomorrow. Now I do feel these subs are a bit boomy, but you know what? Stuff like this where you want a lot of boom, these subs just rocked. It's not touching infrasonic levels, so they're not going to raise the hair on the back of your neck or blow your pant legs around, but these do produce that large cinematic type of bass that you want when you're watching these huge action flicks. So yeah, it fails for infrasonics, but passes for large scale presence. Now, I did take a few measurements of my listening position with one sub than with both. I didn't EQ them or anything, I just adjusted the levels and delays, because I know not everyone will know how to EQ their subs to get perfect response. So keep in mind that this is the result I got in my space, and it's most likely going to be very different for yours. This first measurement is for the back sub. You can see that I've got a nasty dip at around 42 Hz. The next one is the front sub with a crazy dip at 60. With both combined, I got rid of both dips, and in my space, they start dropping off at around 20 Hz. So with the Edge of Tomorrow demo, they just won't reach down that low. I could smooth out this response if I wanted to with some EQ, but straight out of the box, with minimal setup on my part, this is what I'm getting. At the time of this video, a single Sub 1000F is $2,000 each. This might be a tough selling point for a lot of folks because there's so many options in this price point and lower. This sub was meant to be paired with the Focal Aria line of speakers, so if you're looking for an all-Focal setup, these might complement that lineup perfectly. I did feel these subs were a solid performer for home theater. Comparable subs that come to mind were the SVS SB3000, REL 1205, and the Emotiva RS13. All these subs will provide a hefty kick for movies at 35 Hz and above, but don't really dig deep enough to rearrange your insides. You'll need something a lot bigger than these. It's still a quick, punchy little sub with a little mushiness down low, but overall they gave me a very engaging cinematic experience at home, and they do so in a relatively small size. If you've got some Focal speakers at home, then you might want to give these a try. So what are your thoughts on Focal subwoofers? Have you heard them, and how do you think they stack up to other 12-inchers in this price range? Leave a comment and let us know. Now, if you want to grab one of these subs or any Focal speakers, you can do so at valueelectronics.com. I'll leave some links for them down below in the video's description. As always guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you found it useful and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you again in the next video.